Day one of this running challenge. I'm about to go on my run, but first here are my before pictures. I want to normalize that if you want to change your body, it's okay. You do not need to change your body. I hope we're moving away from, not saying body positivity is bad, but more body neutrality, I think, is the new it term. And so yes, I do document my body on these challenges, just cause at the end, if my body does dramatically change in some way and I didn't document it, just for the content, I'd be like, oh my God, but at no point do I want to change my body in this challenge. I'm quite happy with my body. I put on a bit of muscle the last few months, which I'm happy. I'm hoping I can maintain that while doing this challenge. But yes, here's day one, and we'll see if my body changes. No part of me really cares. Okay, I'm off to run number one. I haven't just gone on a run in so long. Sorry, there's a dog playing with trash on the balcony across. So I'm just gonna run. The start of this challenge is just, it's building a routine. I just wanna run every day. I have no set amount. I don't even know where I'm at. I run in various boot camps. I run on the treadmill. I ran on the track this summer. So like, I know I can run, but I have no idea my time, my distance, anything. So today I'm just gonna run, see how it feels. It's raining. Why did I pick December for this challenge? Okay, I'm just making excuses. Let's go. Okay, lesson number one, I way overdressed. This puffer was not needed. Okay, just back from my first run. Today I went just over 5 kilometers. It was 5.5, but I didn't run the whole time. First of all, because I had to stop and film all those shots. And I walked a little bit because my goal was starting out is not to kill myself, because I've learned that. There was a quote I once heard, like, stop 10% before you want to. But yeah, my goal is to just really be intuitive. If I think I can push and recover, I will. If not, I'm just gonna stay at a good pace. So yeah, I think probably I ran 3.5, 4 kilometers, walked a kilometer if I had to guess. Day 3, I accidentally kind of pulled an all-nighter. I only had 3 hours of sleep last night because I was editing my CrossFit video, long story short. I just finished the CrossFit challenge to this running every day. I'm listening to my body. I'm not allowing myself to burn out in this challenge. That is a big focal point. This is for mental health. The last thing I want to do is burn out, but I want to create this habit. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna go down and run on a treadmill for a minute. Running day 4. Just got out of the shower after day 5. Today was a beautiful day. So far there's been no soreness, but I haven't pushed myself to do like a PR or anything or done a 10K, but no soreness. But I did feel near the end of my run today, I ran just over 2 kilometers, so about 1.5 miles or so. I felt like a little pinch in the front of my shins, and I am someone who had chronic shin splints growing up. So just a reminder while I'm doing this, I was like, how important it is to work on shin and calf strength, but also strength and mobility in it. So you want to do both. I was just about to go on my run for today, and then I remembered I've got to attempt the 10,000 calorie challenge. So if you haven't seen that video is posted early. This is weird, you'll be watching it, but me filming it for you right now doesn't know what happened, but you could know what happens. Weird. So I just realized tomorrow I'm doing a berries boot camp. I'm doing CrossFit. I'm doing a spin class, and I'm also going for a run just before 2 p.m. So today I'm just gonna go on the treadmill. It's also pouring rain. Tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny. I'm just gonna go on the treadmill and just run. Today is day 7 of running every day. I forgot to film for YouTube yesterday, but I filmed for like TikTok. So far my body's feeling good, but that's because my overall volume for the week isn't an extreme, even though I'm running every day. It's very like average of someone starting to run. So someone who's running 3 to 4 times a week would be the same, like they're running the same distance. And I'm just mixing up. Something I noticed, I definitely have speed right now. Like I'm able to get to like 12 to 14 miles per hour pretty easily on a treadmill. So it's always interesting what kind of like athlete, performer, anything like that you are. Think of like a 400-meter runner. That's what my body is designed to do. Basketball player, like I was fast. I can run fast for a long amount of time, but there's like a cap. So like once I get to like 1,500 meters and above, that's where I'm starting to be like, ooh, this isn't my forte. I'm also not like such a fast twitch person that I was meant to do like the 100, the 200. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I want to go and attempt my first 10K. But it's one of those, I'm like, I attempt it and we're going to be so sore and injured from it. And then if I run the next day slightly injured, that's how you get injuries. Like that's, I don't want to do that. Today will just be another like 2 to 5 that I know I can handle, and then maybe save the 10 for this weekend when I have like time to do everything. So something that really helped me during this and just in fitness in general is always stopping right before I want to, and the next day I'm so excited to and I'm motivated, and that's how you can just keep that momentum going. Now, speaking of the momentum, the hardest part was around day 10 to 15. Because I find, especially when you're building a habit, the single digits is the hardest part, simply because it's so easy to start over. You haven't really committed to it. You're only 3 days in. Why not just stop? You're only put 3 days in, start next week, start next month. You've only done 3 days. It's quite easy to throw that away because you've barely made it. That's where you really have to go off like willpower, and it's not a habit. And that's the hardest part about it. There's a lot of science behind the habit. I've seen both 21 days and 66 days. Regardless, for me, once I got to that 15, 20 day mark of this, it got really easy. It is day 14 of running every single day. On Sunday, we went to a Barry's boot camp class, me, Joe, and Ash, and I realized I've only ever done 12 miles per hour on the treadmill there, and I was able to do 13 miles per hour, and the treadmills max out at 15 miles per hour. So now my goal, not for the end of this, at least at the end of like summer, so I think 6 months, is to be able to max out the treadmills at Barry's. So that means be able to run at 15 miles per hour for at least 10 seconds will be it. So that's my like 6 months goal. Day 17, and I just realized, I think why my body is craving running and why I needed this is when my basketball career ended. I tried a lot of other different forms of exercise. I did weightlifting, I did spin classes, boxing, and I loved all of those. And I got kind of into the bodybuilding world and weightlifting world because I thought that would be where I could be competitive. And I enjoyed a lot of those things, and I got like a workout high and endorphins, but something always felt like it was missing. And lately, whenever I do like the run in my Barry's boot camp, or any, like when I did a workout challenge that involved running on a track, I realized why my body was drawn to it. And it was the first time since my basketball career ended that I got into flow. And if you've ever experienced it, I think most athletes have experienced it, especially if they're passionate about a sport. A lot of creatives have experienced it when they're doing music or anything. But this flow state where you almost become automatic. It's like meditation, but with movement and high energy. And it's, your body just knows what to do, and you just go into this autopilot, but like autopilot concentrated. Like you only have one thing to focus on in the world, and it's that. And you can't focus on anything else. And yet it's automatic, and yet you're so present. It's the best feeling, and I've missed it so much. And I realized the only time I ever get it is when I'm on a track and I'm like staring down the finish line, or also staring myself down when I'm doing like on a treadmill, doing sprints, and just seeing myself in the mirror, or just going on a long run and pushing myself. I've gotten it through creativity lately, but I think it's been so long since I really had it in exercise, and running's been giving me that. So cold. Watch this. Oh boy. good it's a good addiction because you've put so much into it. There's like a cost analysis. I was like, I'm already 20 days in. I can't quit now. Otherwise it's gonna be so long to start this over. And so even right now, after finishing this challenge, I'm like, I can't stop. Like I just did 30 days in a row and now I'm just gonna stop? No, like what happened if I do 50 and 100? If you're starting anything, you just get to that like 15 to 21 mark. It's harder to not do it than to do it. Us humans, we are tricky creatures. And I've learned for myself, it's to take all the bad characteristics of us and hack it into positives. A great example is humans have this weird cost analysis. I do especially. If I put a lot of time and money into something, even if it's not serving me, even if it's doing harm, like a relationship, you can be in a really toxic, awful relationship. Been there, done that, but you put so much effort into it, you're like,
if I throw it away now, I've thrown away 5 years.
I used to think like that. I flipped the switch and started saying, hey, yes, you put away all that time, but any more invested time is just adding to that stockpile. I think in business it's called like cost analysis, I don't know. That's where I'm saying you hack it for positive things, because by the time you get into around the 20-day mark into something that's good for you, like running, I've put 20 days in, I can't quit it now. Like now I find myself in like, do I do a 50-day challenge, a 100-day challenge, a year? If you're gonna run every single day. One, your shoes. You have to have proper shoes that's really gonna prevent calf tightness that results in shin splints. You are going to want to make sure you are stretching after. You're not even just stretching, but working on mobility. I'm hoping to do more of a running series, and so if you guys would like that, hit a thumbs up, but I'm actually gonna be training for a 10K and maybe an Ironman. I will cover a lot more of this, but you really wanna make sure you're not neglecting any muscles. Running is not a full body exercise. It's not resistance training. A lot of injuries is from having weak, underdeveloped muscles. So that's very important. So that's another thing if you're gonna do the run streak. You can't do this, burn yourself out, and still have to incorporate more exercises like improving your glutes and core and mobility, and that's just a lot. So if you're gonna do the run, I'd highly recommend just some days plan that you're literally gonna run 50 meters. You're just gonna run and stop. And maybe you'll go for a walk that day. And maybe you'll do nothing. You need rest days. That's really important. It's New Year's resolutions. How was it New Year's resolutions were such a thing? Everyone did it, and then everyone was like anti-New Year's resolutions for the last 5 years because you can start any day of the year. And we get it, but there's something really satisfying about January 1st. Being like, it is fresh. It is new. We're starting fresh, and for myself and for you guys, just whatever it is you want to do, figure out your goal. Start with a 30-day. Do it every single day for 30 days. If it is weightlifting, maybe have a program written out, like a 7-day program, and you're only lifting for the days, but make sure you check off the rest days or something. Just have it so you're doing it every single day in some sort of way, just till that habit's built. Maybe it's driving to the gym, if that's part of your schedule. Just doing it every single day, knowing after a month, you maybe can step back a little bit when it's just a habit. It works for me, maybe it'll work for you, maybe it doesn't. If you guys have any habit tricks down below, comment. But regardless, I kind of like this running thing. In terms of my body, here's my before and after. My weight stayed pretty much the same as during the holidays. My weight actually dropped. I'm usually in the mid 120s. It dropped to a bit low 120s around week 3, but that was just because of travel. But I feel good. There's some soreness. Like I gotta work on the tightness back there, but I'm just excited. Like it feels like a cool challenge I could do for myself. I think anyone who's a former athlete, you lack that competitive outlet, and I've lacked it for many years. I've tried many things. I tried the bodybuilding thing. I've tried weightlifting. I've tried just being overly competitive about views or whatever. But I think running could be a really cool one because I know I can train for a race and have that planned out. So my family actually has one together in April. I just think it's really nice to have a goal and work towards it. Continue that on. I don't know if I will continue this run streak. As of now, it's not broken. So we're gonna see. Marie, I believe in you, and I believe you should go get some water because I'm worried about your hydration. And Thank you for tuning in. Like always, let me know what challenges you guys are doing. What is your New Year's resolution? I've got some exciting things on this channel. Before I let you go, a little where the channel will be going this next year. I'm hoping to complete about 12 30-day challenges. Some will be intense, some will be a bit more mental health, some will be something just so simple to see if it makes a difference in your life or not. And that's my goal. And then there'll be once a month and then 3. I forgot to say, I'm very excited. And just connect with you all more. But thank you for tuning in. Like always, hope you have a fabulous day. Go pet dog. Love you guys. Bye.